Puerto Rico began with a trifecta of three races: Taino Indians, Africans, and Europeans. The predominant race was Taino Indians. The Taino Indians were claimed to be peaceful people. They possessed semis, icons in the form of human and animal figures, and collars made of wood, stone, bones, and human remains in their tribe because they believed they protected them from disease, hurricanes, or disaster and war.
Symbols. Agriculture provided a wide variety of crops, including pineapples, maize, sweet potato, and juga. Women practiced agriculture, while men fished along rivers and off the coasts. Tainos had a polytheistic life, worshipping Jokau, the supreme creator, and lesser divinities called Semi. Women and men had definitive roles in society, yet they had equal rights. The head chief of a tribe was called the cacique. Below them were the Nitainos, which were warriors and shamans. After them came the Naborias, or common natives. They lived close to the river in small villages called Yucayeques, where they lived in round-shaped bohíos. They had ceremonial centers called bateis, where they practiced batu ball games and religious ceremonies. In these bateis, petroglyphs engraved in stone were found, revealing the complexity of this culture. However, the colonization of Puerto Rico was a major turning point in their lifestyle. Columbus first arrived in the West Indies. He was amazed to encounter the Tainos. He described them in his journal as of short stature, with long, lustrous black hair, tan skin, and healthy, robust bodies. He called them Indians, believing them to be natives of India. These were the first people to feel the devastating effects of this New World encounter. In 1508,
according to Welcome to Puerto Rico, an article titled The Taino Culture, states that the myths and traditions were perpetuated through ceremonial dances, aretos, drum beats, original traditions, and a ceremonial ball game played between opposing teams of 10 to 30 players per team with a rubber ball. Winning this game was thought to bring a good harvest and strong and healthy children. Myths and traditions such as these were meant to carry on Puerto Rico's cultural values. According to Yale New Haven Teachers Institute, an article titled Puerto Rican Folktales illustrates the importance of myths and traditions. They state, children need to hear folk tales, fairy tales, myths, and legends told by their ancestor. They receive their cultural legacy through these stories. By integrating Puerto Rican tales into the classroom, the Puerto Rican students will be exposed to cultural and historical aspects of their heritage. Folk tales are stories that transmit culture and values. If children are deprived of these stories, a very important and crucial element of their growth and development has been left out. Such as this quote explains above, myths are implemented into children to carry on the culture's values and morals. These myths can either teach us an important lesson, serve as a warning to children to behave, or simply carry on an oral tradition. As this next video demonstrates, these traditions are still carried on through children. but in different chronological orders. The myth contains two main characters, a man and his son, Yaya and Yayael. One day, Yaya, a rich man, discovered that his son plotted to kill him for his inheritance. After finding this out, he banished Yayael for 4 months. After the 4 months, Yaya decides to kill his son himself because he knew he could not trust his son. He then hangs his bones in a gourd and hung it from the roof of his house. After a while, Yaya decided he wanted to see his son again. Yaya and his wife take down the gourd from the roof to see their son's bones, not only missing, but the gourd filled with many fishes of different sizes. They decided to eat the fish their son's bones turned into. One day, 4 men came from one woman named Itraba Kahubaba, the bleeding ancient one, to Yaya's home. Out of all 4 twins, as the story illustrates, one had a name, Deminan Karakol. When they arrived to Yaya's home, they took down the gourd of Yayael and began eating the stolen fish. Soon after eating, the brothers began to sense Yaya coming back home from his farmlands. Trying to escape hastily, Deminan Karakol tried putting the gourd back in its place, but dropped it, causing it to fall and release the fish in the gourd. The amount of water and fish that flooded out of the gourd was enough to cover the entire earth. This story, according to Taino myth, is the explanation of how the sea began. Based on the myth above, Tainos seem to believe that death led to birth. This assumption is based on 2 situations in this story.